Top of the day, kids. Oh, I probably should put a hat on so I don't look like such a frickin' fucktard. Pardon the profanity, but those who have been watching my videos for years know that's kind of how I am. Anyway, this is part 2 of the wiring topic that was brought up before. I did the previous video on that and got a few responses on that, messages and whatnot that people think. Anyway, don't mean to really make people worry about it too much. Some of it's very simple. Some of it's very, very hassly, we'll call it. Alright, from the last video I was explaining how you need a few things that are very important. You need this big plug, you need your cover right there, the fuse box. This right here is your data link. This allows you to read codes. I intend to use this and make this work with mine. It's somehow tied into what's called the VAP system for some reason. This is a variable assisted power steering. I don't really know if any of this is actually even necessary to make the code reading port work. I have to go through all the wiring still some more and verify that. Here is something that you might forget in your little search. This is something I forgot when I parted out the car, and turned out later I did need it. It's a FPDM. This one happens to be from a Lincoln. That one right there is from a Mustang. They're the same thing. Ford Escorts are even the same thing. They'll be different shapes. So far, every single one of them has had the same exact plug. There is no difference in any of them from what I can tell. Anyway, what they do is they help control the returnless fuel system, the fuel pump. They take a signal from the PCM, which then has this modulate and control how much fuel pressure your fuel pump is outputting. Instead of normal returnless with a fuel pressure regulator, personally I think the fuel pressure regulator would work. You just plug this stuff in so the computer doesn't go nuts on you, but it won't actually be able to tell that you have changed your fuel pump and you return this thing, as long as you put a port on the side of, or your T-fitting out for that sensor that tells the computer what to do. I think it'd work. I'm just going to make it work the way it's supposed to and move on in life. Anyway, right here on the floor, this is why I'm redoing this video, because I did it at 3 in the morning and it was way too long for YouTube. Alright, starting with your ECM plug. It's supposed to have a red thing in here. I've taken it out because I was going to depin some of this, but then I decided not to do that, so it's still hooked up. We just got to put that piece back in. Anyway, of these, this end right here, this right here goes to your master cylinder. Brakes, you know, yada yada yada. I've stripped this thing down to the bare minimum. As you can see, there's not very much on here. This thing was full of extra plugs and lines and stuff. So, just so if you guys want to know, this is going to help somebody greatly if they are looking to slim down this wiring harness and just lay down a simple one. These 3 plugs all go to the engine wiring harness. This is the one. This right here has all your coolant temperature sensor, transmission things, your ignition system, all that goes right through there. Most of it goes into this. Some of it will be going into here, and that will send most of your stuff to your dash gauges and whatnot, the inside fuse box. Right here, this is for your cruise control, if you wish to try and keep cruise control. I don't think I'm going to be able to make the cruise control work on my truck. Not without buying some sort of, being the Crown Vic steering column, don't even try making it work. It ain't going to work. Don't even try. It ain't going to fit. It's going to put the steering wheel in a weird position. It's going to look like ass, and your friends will make fun of you. And if you post pictures of your truck with that in it on the internet will make fun of you. Just saying. This right here is something I might want to try and keep in here. This is for the lights for the underside of the hood. So you pop your hood and you have light. I don't have the rest of this. I don't have but maybe I can make it work. We'll see. Grounds. Never find a ground that I don't believe in putting back on. you can pretty much strip every single plug or wiring off of this. All I did was I hacked some of these. I'm gonna clean them up, make sure that they don't ground out or anything, blow nothing. Now, once you get all the way down to the next point, this is stuff you cannot get rid of. This right here is your mass airflow sensor plug. Mass airflow sensor. Alright, you need that. This right here is for your radiator fan. You need that. Assuming you're keeping the Crown Vic radiator fan, which I can't imagine anybody not doing. Be stupid. This you can take or leave. This is for the ABS sensor. I'm choosing to keep it. And again, this is also for the ABS system. This is the goes into the main ABS control unit. This thing slides out. That's how it locks in place. Pretty simple. Actually, a pretty nice plug. Everything else has been stripped off of here. All the wiring for the headlights, the horn, the airbag crash sensor, the temperature sensor for the outside of the vehicle. You know, you got a ground right here. Hook that up. The next thing you're going to need is right here off of this, at this plug. This is the battery junction box, the BJB. This one handles pretty much most all of your main fusing and whatnot. But right next to that, there is this pigtail. One is for the ABS. If you're not using the ABS sensor, again, cut it off. You don't need it. These two right here, I am not 100% positive what they're for. I don't really know. I could not locate nothing yet. I will eventually figure it out. Currently, my working theory is that they belong to police package option, or they are testing ports for various functions in the system. One or the other. I don't know. Now, at this point, there is this. I don't believe at this point, I'm not 100% sure. I still have to figure out what every single one of these wires are. Some of them I've identified, some of them I have not. But I believe these are all like unneeded. You could cut this right here and gone. There is nothing there. That is the ideal situation, I believe. Some of these are real simple. This goes to the blower resistor. I believe this is the blower motor. Heater blower, yep. So blower motor, blower resistor box. These will go hook to another thing which will go through a grommet and go through the firewall. There's a possibility you might need some of this. I'm not 100% positive. This stuff might also be going, if I believe, and I'm not 100% positive, but I think this one actually goes through a grommet. There's 3 of them here. I believe these, at least one of them for sure, goes to the auxiliary police fuse box panel. There is lots of auxiliary police crap in these cars. And again, see there's a ton more wiring in here and in there. I didn't get into that. So, if you're looking to strip down your wiring, it's my belief you can cut this. Do not cut this until I tell you otherwise, but otherwise, like I said, I don't think it's needed, but I still have to go through the book and trace every single wire to make sure that I am 100% correct before I go chopping things. Everything else here is correct. So that right there is a much slimmed down. And again, if you're getting rid of ABS, I believe you can get rid of this. Get rid of this. No ABS, you don't need this. The only thing you'd need would be this. Would be these 2 plugs right here. The rest of this harness is useless until you get down to here. And you're going to need to deal with that. So, alright, that's 10 minutes in. That's plenty enough for this video. Hopefully this is a briefer version of the previous one that I did. And all I can say is good luck. And, oh yeah, fuck Applebee's. Peace out, bitches.